just got to make certain financial moves. He said, I'm not a
He
financial.
was trying to dish though. MP's not that kind of guy.
Yeah,
Bro.
just don't say about.
What's up, everybody? Brandon Gordon Gab of GabGames.com, and this is The Sims 4. Need a few more pictures. Got some stuff I'm doing. So I'm like, let me get it together. I was tired as hell yesterday. I slept good. Woke up refreshed. Woke up refreshed. Feel good. I'm like, before I get too relaxed, I should start back exercising. But I'm feeling a bit depressed because I'm not riding the bike like I want. I gotta order the plug, to plug it up. So I'll do that today. Like I'll pull a Goku and enjoy my rest. You know, I'm changing my diet. So my diet is primarily fish. So, eat, sleep, and then when I get back to it, get back to it. Not that I'm giving up like red meat completely, but red meat to be, beef, chicken. It'll be like once a week. So 2 days, it'll be fish, probably do beef or chicken. Then another 2 days, it'll be fish. 2, 3 days, fish. And then Sunday, whatever's for Sunday dinner type of thing. Uh, yeah, I could do Monday. No, yeah, I have to do every other, every 2 days. But fish. So then riding my bike hit me nice and 30 days once I get that charger. Uh, my spare time, I'm gonna have to get me an extension cord or something, plug up downstairs. It'll be riding a bike for 30 days. I'll probably do like an hour, take an hour to go on the new press. Take an hour, do my push-ups, my crunches, hit my little routine, and then the rest is just riding my bike. That way, I hit into the wait. I'll hit into the winter months, the cold months, starting off strong on the routine. Because that's when it's easy to gain the weight. Uh, my diet should knock me down about 5 pounds. Then the bike ride will probably knock me down another. Right, my diet should knock me down 3, 4, right, 4 or 5 pounds. Then by riding the bike, it knock me down another 4 or 5. Put me at between 8 and 10 pounds slimmer. Along with eating with the fish diet, I still get my protein, but it's lean meat, so I'm not gaining in the midsection. The gains really come from muscle mass to keep my shape, my form. Uh, yeah, I pull a Goku. I'll take my rest. By next week, I should have the charger to my fight. Oh my gosh. What? Ah, fucked up. Damn. Come here. Ah, fucked up. Can I go to the library from here?
Vinaya Skuno. Ah,
Yeah, my gallery. Profile? My library, maybe. Mine.
huh.
Household. I should have. What's his face? Drill unit. Brew. What the fuck? There we go. Cancel. Wait. That's hardcore management family. They
Ah,
actually ended up with a spinoff. Okay, how do I delete triangle? Ah, I'm stupid because I still need it. This is actually what I wanted. I'm a dumbass. I'm such a dumbass. But yeah, take this shit serious. So this is drill unit. Shoot first. Driller the Killer, which is the headliner. Gunsmoke. The Reaper. Hardcore Management. And Killer Beats, which is their producer. Okay, now let's go back here. Because I accidentally removed him from his house. They all live in the hood. Take him out the hood. You can't take the hood out. Uh, move him into the household. He the headline.
Gurgada, Alfonso Dorna, Dorna Napura. Uh-huh. Huh?
Move him back in. At the end of the movie, Driller the Killer dies. So this is the hood. This is where drill unit lives. If I'm right, it's hardcore management, the Reaper, Gunsmoke, Shoot First, Driller the Killer, Killer Beats, or hardcore management and Shoot First, then the Reaper, Gunsmoke, or Gunsmoke the Reaper, Driller the Killer, Killer Beats. Of course, everything here is made by me in Newcrest. Like I said, all my builds have closets. They must have closets. That's my flex. I get to flex some closets on y'all ass. Like what? That ain't no flex. How many of your favorite builders build closets? Flex. Driller the killer. Uh, so say they should have had a music studio. Ain't got no way out. Think they could climb out. Uh, we'll exit here. Just go to manage worlds. This one of those pictures, really, technically. Let's see, let's see. Back to doing 6 things at once. What's today? Monday? Shouldn't have to do much at work, but clean, organize, and get things ready for receiving shipment tomorrow. Uh, I'm stupid. Let's see. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm creating a battle card game. Who am I? I'm Brandon Gordon Gap of GapGames.com. And I already have families. I said families. I already have this helps so much. I already have characters like so the way things are set up. There's the main cast. So if anything I learned how to put together a cast. Right? Now I got the main cast, which is those guys. Gap Games original characters created for Gap Games use. I have the Brood, which are got protagonists and antagonists, good and bad guys. Bad guy is the Brood. What time is it? On a Tuesday? What's your needs? You better go play the game with somebody or something. Besties. So, Boss Lady, she kills Driller the Killer. She orders the hit. But that's for a different story. But right now, I'm creating the field. So you got good guys, bad guys. The good guys are those guys. The bad guys are the Brood. Uh, the bad guys are the Brood. So I'm working on the rest of the field. Now you have allies and you have enemies. Allies would be those that line up with the good side, and then the enemy would be those that line up with the bad side. One of the good guys, one of the allies, is Lil Traptastic, making one of the enemies drill unit. No, because they're not supposed to be good people, technically. They're not necessarily like over the top bad guys in the movie No Baps, but they are bad guys all together, all around. You know, that's their story. They are drill unit. They're when it comes to I can't bake it. Do sufficient chips. Ah, they aren't good guys. They're not supposed to be good guys. They're not supposed to be like glamorized. Everything they say in their music is true, and you know the drill when it comes to drill music. Um,
Oh.
they aren't they aren't necessarily the greatest. So they're bad guys.
Jenkta Sipula.
Oh, yes. Ah, Pame Snurzo.
Uh, so I'm just creating what I need. Uh,
Yes. Orston. Show lieb, Krivda.
Uh, might have something to do here. So, oh, tend to the garden.
It's the treat. Huh? Yips, yips, Flobo? Flippe Flintus. Huh? Yips, yips, Flobo? Jenkta Sipula.
Make sure I ain't miss none.
Quimba. Sure noof. Jenkta Sipula.
Just to be sure back here. Uh, okay. Now we can go back down here. Pause. Check my inventory. Where did that thing go? You kid, do your homework. You, buddy. That's security office. See, we got security at the door. Did you extract that fossil? For the moment, we'll close it. Uh, kind of want to mess with that. Oh, that's what I was. I'm stupid. Um, so I got that stuff going on. I actually got a few cards created. I'm creating the cards I need. I figured out a way to make it multiplayer and solo player. Um, and that's where the field casts come in. So you can kind of make your adventure. The field cast, which would be like Driller the Killer Drill Unit, Lil Traptastic, Bromance. I do need those pictures. Bromance too. And gotta figure it out. Who else gonna be my actual cast? Of course, you got your dragons and all of this shit. Those will be enemies or allies. And those enemies or allies have their own slots. Um, Once I figure out actual field layout, I'll be able to do it better. But basically, you'll have a few decks, right? Or I can make it one deck, but I'm gonna figure it out. But I'm making decks as we speak. There's character decks, which are those guys and the Brood. And then there is field deck or allies and enemies deck. You have your first row, which you'll be able to play up to 6 characters. Either, you can choose who's your favorite characters and mix and match. But there's 6 character slots. Under each character slot, there will be 12 ally slots.
Whew.
Or 12 slots for your field cast, which would be allies or enemies that you can mix and match. Now, let's say you're playing by yourself. On the other side is where you will place your allies. Instead of characters, you'll place your enemy slot. Even if you got one deck or one map. You can place that where you got your ally slots. You place your enemy characters or the characters that you're going to fight. Choose from their card list to battle them. And you could kind of have your own journey. So you could create the deck to go against. Understand? Because I was thinking of creating 2 different piles. Instead of like think Yu-Gi-Oh! Instead of an extra deck, that'll be your allies enemy deck. But it all depends on how I set the rules exactly. But still. The allies and enemies are made for you to play against, technically. It's to add on to your field. Instead of spell cards or trap cards, technically you have allies and enemy cards. So it's like, what are they called? Pendulum monsters, kind of, but not really pendulum monsters. You know, link monsters that sit in your back row and place the spell cards and trap cards. Think of that. Then they all have their move lists. They are limited. Uh, Things like health items or anything, stat boosts, don't affect allies and enemies. They're made to be a little weaker. They're made to be limited. But I still got to figure it out. Uh, like I got a little traptastic. So I got it figured out and mapped out. But not really. You know, I got to put it all on out first. Just to be more flushed. And so I could explain it better. Right? So I can put the word into what I see.
Uh-huh. Umay.
Got a little traptastic.
Umay.
Little traptastic. Right now, he got his super move. Like his super move is called Punchline. Because he's a rapper.
Uh-huh. Yes.
I created a cyborg zombie. It was a person who was left for dead. So added cybernetic parts, and reanimated. And now they're a zombie type of character. Gallery, action cards,
Empe Chilo.
super
Oh,
moves, food,
Rokita.
field cats. Oh, no, it'd be super moves, my dumb ass. Cyber beam is his super move. So I'm like, let me get that together. So I really came here for photos. Uh, See who I got made already that I had some photos to. Uh, it's pretty cool. I like the way the cards are coming out. Right now, I got a few action cards. Uh, like you got Divine Belt. Divine Belt is sort of like a rose whip that Karama got.
Oh, oh. Please day.
Yeah, I had stuff I wanted to do. It's kind of like a rose whip attack, and that belongs to the lady. Got Sword of the Adventurer. It's an action card. It's gear. Uh, so actually, I got it. I'll probably change the name. But Sword of the Adventurer, which item? It's a gear. It's not really an action card. I got to figure it out. 'Cause I got it set. I just didn't. I'm not naming it right. Sword of the Adventure. Probably do like a sword slash or something to change it to an action card. But it adds. No, right. Sword of the Adventure. Action cards are used and they require strength to use. Every time you use it, it takes away from your strength. And whatever it takes away from your strength is what takes away from defense on the enemy. So, that does damage. Dual pistols, grapple gauntlet, uh, fortified wall. Fortified wall. Right, that's why I got it. Okay, I'm cool. Item cards or gear. I got it put down wrong. Because I'm creating the cards and then I'm going to go back and tweak them to get the stats right and everything. But I just wanted to get down what I saw in my head. You got Sword of the Adventurer, Dual Pistol, Grapple Gauntlets, and Fortified Walls. Like, Fortified Walls is an action card, but it goes into your defense slot. It costs strength to use, but anything that's like in your defense slot, it adds permanently to your overall defense. Anything that goes into your item slot as gear, that's marked gear, it adds to your stamina. It takes away from strength, and it adds to your stamina. Because it requires it to be used or to be attached. It requires strength to be attached. So it adds to your stamina. There's defense, stamina, super. There'll probably be items or gear that add to your super also. Nah, I think I'm gonna leave super alone. Nah, but that's the point though, to build. So I'll probably have stuff that adds to your super. Be like aura boost or some shit. And then there'll just be normal action cards like punch, kick, etc. that do damage. But Fortified Walls, for example, you play Fortified Walls. Right now I got it adding plus 20 to defense. Remember, defense is your health. So your overall health goes up plus 20. You add that 20 points to your immediate health plus your overall health. So overall health base stat is maybe, let's say, 100. Right? I play Fortified Walls. If I was already down to 80, I go back up to 100, but my overall stat is boosted to 120. Things like stamina, strength, and things like that, defense can be boosted. If your strength is boosted, I want to say right now I'm at every 50 points. Once I start playing and actually work the battlefield, I set the rules a little bit better. But every 50 points. So if your base stat is 100, once you reach 150 by adding items, either quick play items or permanently stat boost items. If I go to 150, my strength give me 2 actions. I get to use 2 actions. So I get to use a punch and a kick. If my stamina is up to 150, I permanently get to use, until somebody bring it down, I get to use 2 gear items. If I have the strength, though. Because if you don't have the strength, I get to use 2 items, whether it be a heal or I attach a gear there. But I have to have the strength to use it. And of course, there'll be items that boost strength and things like that. They don't boost the overall, but it gives you back strength. Because every time you use an action card, you lose strength. Which it makes you want to be like, okay, this character used this action card versus. And, but you can only use that. Like, let's say Lil Traptastic has 150 stamina. As it being an item slot, you can use the item on any character. That's like it might be your healer. But if you only have, if Viltraptastic has 150 strength, he can only use 2 action cards. Your party can't use 2 action cards. Just Lil Traptastic, he has 2 moves. So I might have 3 characters on the field that got 150 strength. All those characters that have 150 strength can use 2 attacks apiece. Again, given that you have the strength to burn through as far as your current health strength, because every time you play a card, your current health strength goes down. Same thing with your defense, given that you have the current strength, you could use your defensive items to boost your health. Or you can only play 1. So if I got 2 fortified walls and I only have 100 strength, I can only play 1 fortified wall for that turn. Or I might have another defense boost or something like block, something like that, which will work as an action card, but it plays in the defense slot. But it's only for, even though it boosts it's like a health boost, you can only use it once. Like I use block to add to my defense. Use it, discard. Then I got a defensive wall, which actually is a structure. So that because it's a structure, I could use it to build my defense. You get what I'm saying? There'll be structured defensive cards, and then there'll be, I guess we'll call it action defensive cards. Structure, like items that you could use that are structured, will be marked gear. Because gear is what you keep attached to you. You attach your gear, it boosts your stamina. Those will really be things that boost stamina. But then there's allies. Like I'm trying to flesh out characters and give lore. That give lore. For example, an ally for the lady is, what did I call her? Gallery, field cast, Rose. You got Rose. Rose is a plant monster. The lady is a flower shop girl. Now you got to remember the world that we live in. The world that we live in isn't just, it's anime worldish, fantasy worldish. So as a flower shop girl, she learned how to harness plants and use plants, kind of like she's Poison Ivy. And she can create plant monsters. Her favorite plant monster is Rose. So that's an ally. That's why she got the divine belt, which looks like a belt made out of hemp or something. But it's a weapon. Like Pootie Tang. That bitch turned into a whip. You know what I mean? Then the cyborg zombie technically is going to be an enemy of the beer. Say that the mad scientist that changed the guy into the bear is the same one that created Cyborg Zombie. I like that. Then you got the Brood. Three of them got their cards already, and each character has a different stat. Like for our good guys, uh, the lady, she got right now her stats. If I until I decide to change it, is view all those guys. She has 150 defense. So off back, she could play two defensive cards. Why? I didn't mean to press X on that. Why? Because of her story. She goes from flower shop girl to real estate agent to city mayor, to mayor, which makes her bunkered up. She's bunkered up. So defense. The adventurer right now, stamina is at 150. You got Lady Mystery. Her strength is 120. Her defense is 130. Why? Because Lady Mystery represents Gab games really in the fighting genre. Keep your guards up. So she'll be action card out and things that boost either her items and gear will boost either strength or defense. You know, might fuck around and boost some super moves. You'll be like, God damn. So there's things like that. The guy, his stamina is 130. I might change his super to 120. But right now his strength is 120. Because the guy, his stamina is 130 because he's a racer. A lot of his moves would be his whole card set is going to be card based. Things that keep you going fast. I got to go fast. So you got to understand, you know, I'm creating, I got to create all of that. Why? Because I'm creating these characters anyway to represent Gab games in the gaming industry because I'm creating the game. They're already created. It's already really set in stone. So just to flush them out, here's things I could do to flush them out that can still bring in passive income. Let's see. Let's go here. No, we'll go here.
An apology.
The tickety top. I'll share these two. Shh. Copy link. Of course, I got to do the cinematic entrance. Of course, I got to do the cinematic entrance. Shut up. I'm talking here. Of course, we got to do the cinematic entrance. Shut up. I'm talking here. All right. And that's. Talking here. All righty. Gosh. That's the little Traptastic card. Card. Um. So yeah, that's what they represent. This is our fighter. And kind of miscellaneous games. Maybe fighters. Like I could do a whole. I got a whole trilogy for, just in that lane. Lady Mystery, I'm still working on her. She's like the sixth Power Ranger. Oh yeah, let me get these pictures. Damn. Oh, I got those. Go to Brittleton Bay. Get Inconsistent Team the Great.
If you'll say.
I think I only need the front view though.
Scubuffa. Ooh.
Inconsistent Team the Great.
Flopa. Beshnita.
There was somebody else I wanted to get a picture of. Uh, oh yeah. Where you at? Garden Flowers. I definitely want a picture of Garden Flowers. Where the hell does he live? Oh yeah, true that too. Uh so much to do.
Missakoy Believer. Hmm.
Because Garden Flowers owns the flower shop.
Aha. Ho ho. Hmm. Hmm.
Got a scene. They got another scene coming up, or he's running an auction. Can right? I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Garden Flowers. Who else? Come here. I just don't want to not be prepared. I'm like, it's always something I could be working on. Uh,
Yasinaj Naborf.
all depends. I don't know. I might just keep her in her enforcer outfit. Nope. Give me back the enforcer.
Huh?
Uh,
Ow. Ow.
Suavius. Galar. Bunkus.
Uh, I don't need anybody else at the moment. So I need to redo. I'm gonna redo the 2 episodes I got. Modern. I'm gonna update them. Give me the woman. I do need to create a few characters right now. Got to be at work at 3. I said I was gonna leave at 1. I'll do that when I come back. Start creating characters for these episodes. Because the woman episode is actually characters I got the chance to flesh out a little bit more. I can actually probably really flesh these out. Who was I looking for just now? Got inconsistency in the gray. Oh, the woman. Let me get, because I need them for my Ooh wee. I'll check it out later. Check it out later. Because they're police officers, right? Well, we're gonna say they're special unit, but right, because she don't really need a police officer outfit unless I go back
Skimbo Chorm.
to be like a previous flashback. They don't really need their police outfits. I guess I need something a little bit more professional for you, baby. I think that's pretty nice. Oh no, I don't like the makeup. Put that makeup on you. Wasn't me. Right? Like that's professional. But too sexy. I don't think it's too sexy. I think it has life. It pops. Uh, yeah, black would be better. That's why I'm like, red wouldn't be bad. Black and gold.
Suavius. Galar. Bunkus.
I'm out here to make my moolah.
Ah.
I don't like the collar. The collar ugly. She out here whooping ass and taking names. She already got a lane she fit in.
Boss.
Ah, this will have me in here forever.
Glarny Sulius. Ta.
That's not bad.
Loza. Vas. Oblit. Ooh.
I think it's professional. Not for the job, because she'd be chasing people, jumping over shit, doing all types of cool shit. The shorts would work better.
Hmm.
Let's see. Pants. Give you some pants. What the fuck? Cake. I like those pants.
Hmm.
The only button up? God damn. Show me all of them. Right? I like that. Wait, what are we doing here? Why is the outfit changing? Ah, right. Square. Okay. Nah, because it's a full body. Tops. Shit, I'll allow it. Hey, how come the boss only let her wear those? Shut up, man. You're gonna ruin it for us all. That's ugly. That one's tough.
Veshni. Uh.
It's blue. Thought that was black. That's black.
Hmm.
I don't think she gotta be butch. I like that.
Hmm.
But a little too ghetto. It's too butch.
Ah. Suavius. Glarn. Bunkus.
I like that. It's too. It's not too full. I was gonna say it's too full, but it's not.
Glarny.
So
Sulius.
far, the two I like the best. I like that. We could probably change her tips.
Huh. Suavius. Glarn. Bunkus.
Something that complement her nicely. They changed her eyebrows too. Feeling that one a little bit better. Yeah, it changes her eyebrows too. Something you gotta pay attention to. That
Lolo.
is not
Boss.
making that one better.
Hmm.
Let's blush. I think we could change her lipstick to more of a earthy tone. Makeup. That's better. Her eyes are fine, dark. That's cool. Lipstick. Give her more of a earthy tone. Try this one. This one got a little shimmer to it.
Ah.
It's not bad.
Hmm. Glarny. Sulius.
So this one got a shimmer. That's the one. Uh, you can stay in the heels.
Suavius. Glarn. Bunkus.
Could do wedges if I find some nice wedges. Ain't none really that keep her feet right covered.
Hmm.
I think the heels look better. Is that a boot? Was it a boot? Hell, it's an undo button when you need one. What type of shoes were they? Weren't sneakers. But those were heels.
Hmm.
I don't think they need to be black, to be honest. They look nice in black though. Right? Got some detail to it. Invisible stitching is the shit.
Ah. Hmm.
Look into the camera, please.
Hmm.
Um, right, inconsistency and gray pretty much in what I want them in. Okay, cool. Bat Kitten's in the episode. Um, you want to guest in a guest star in the episode? Star version of Nancy Landgraf. No, I can't use her.
Kenneth Oy Lobo.
Sorry, I can't use you. You're for somebody else. She's gonna be in the lady episode. Uh, let's see. That's the flower shop. Garden Flowers is the flower shop that it take place in the first season or the first part of her trilogy take place in. Who wants to be in a movie? Actually, I know one person I did want in one. Who moved him out? Oh, I was gonna say. Who wants to be in a TV show?
Ulak Barbahoy.
You. You're my choice. See what outfit we're putting you in.
Hmm.
Need you something a little more down, right? That one or this one?
Hmm.
We'll do this one. The fuck? I don't know if I want to reset it, right? Ah, oh my gosh. Fumble fingers at the moment. I don't know what the fuck.
Huh? Ah.
I knew that about that word.
Hmm.
I don't think none of those work neither. More like that. That's not. Uh, that's what I was looking at. That's not bad. I like that.
Hmm.
All right, some she just chilling at home. Now, that's not cute enough. You're not getting. I'm not squeezing on you. You're wearing that, boo. I'll probably do that blinking, that blinking, right? Like get AC a little cold. Some she just pull on over. It's better than turning it off and on. Technically, you're not supposed to turn it off and on because of the power consumption you use to turn it off.
Hmm.
Finna find you make believe husband. I already know who I want. I want Francis Green. Francis Green. I was like, who's my guy? Be like, be him. All right, that's me. Right. You still want characters that's cool enough, that look good enough to be like, that's me. That's why they keep Yamcha around. He's still a pretty boy. Like, I'm too pretty for that. Y'all go fight. Uh, so that's the lady episode. Got garden flowers. I got the one. Oh, old man Tails, where you at, buddy? I need you. Nope. Gotten hollow. And I need Magic Man. No. Ah, yeah, yeah.
Prita Gadharma, Aphorisma.
Cancel. Yeah, I'm just a pretty boy.
Algorithm and Kira.
Be cool as the cops. What other outfits you got? I think all your other outfits are kind of a little cool. Maybe this one. I will keep you tame. Whoops. Um, Magic Man. She's gonna be the old lady. She get punched in the face off camera.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't know. Something about that outfit, like I'll punch her in the face. Ah, come on, woman.
Abazirik?
Stand up straight, lady. Look forward. Thank you. Who else I need? Nobody else from here at the moment. So I could recreate everything with my original characters. These guys have a spinoff, Crazy Campers. Actually, this would be where I got y'all at. That would be a nice family. Somebody might have just got bumped out of spot. Oh, I know where they're at. They are in Newcrest. Are they in Newcrest? They aren't. They're in Oasis Springs. They're actually one of the houses in Oasis Springs. The Enchanted family. Sorry, kid. Ah, nope. You got a son. Sorry. I need an adorable little girl. Who's got an adorable little girl? You guys might be the winners.
Deroy Benarla.
Right? We got a kid. It's a nice outfit too. Oh, we.
Ah.
Probably rock with this one. Just chilling at home. We'll do that one. I don't know. I might just need the little girl. Give me the little girl. Sir? Can't go around stealing kids. Could have swore I did all her outfits. Come here. Wardrobe. Something that's playful. That's ugly. So that's going out or something, you know. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Let's find one I like you in. That's actually nice. Ah, that's too professional. That's cute. Strong. This one or this one? This one. This one dials up the adorable factor. Look into the camera. Stand still. Hate working with children. No, into the camera. Stop moving for 2 seconds, kid. Let's look forward. There you go. One more time. Look here, this camera. That's fine. Kid's gonna be a star. All right. Inconsistent. Oh, I'm gonna have to create him. If he's gonna be a mainstay, I actually got to create that guy. Actually, I could create a Terry Crews looking motherfucker. Uh, Jameson Jonah John. That's his name. And he got a son. Inches, more or less. Still Miles, more or less. Morales, more or less. How far has Spider-Man come? Miles, more or less. No, he's come, right? To be able to be black. All right. So that'll cover that episode. I need to create people to cover the first episodes of the rest of those guys. Uh, just to flush something out real quick. Lady Mystery. I was thinking about making the Enforcer tie into her story. Uh, the third party will be the Reaper. This is the Reaper. Or, not, is her name Shoot First? Gunsmoke. I'll do the Reaper. That's her rival. Her rival is the Reaper and the Enforcer. I'll be back. So, let's see what you got, baby. Active gear. You want to throw hands?
Ooh.
We'll do this one. We'll keep this. It don't look as butch. Because the woman got an imposing presence. So the short hair make her look butch. She look like she trying to be too cute with it. She with all the smoke. She part of drill unit. So by the time we reach, okay, in Lady Mystery's story, the Reaper comes in because the Enforcer, she's her. Like, she just not nothing to be fucked with. I already got pictures of the Enforcer. The Enforcer is her. She just not to be fucked with. I don't think I got all around. Did I?
One Genie Makosa.
The PlayStation app. Where's my PlayStation app? This captures. Oh, you already got a the Enforcer. What's your athletic wear? Whoops, let's go back. Show active gear. Ah, right. I want that one. Ah, why do I keep fucking up? Back into the active wear.
Uh-huh.
Ah. We'll keep you in this then. She is an alien. You know, she's different. She's literally different in the world. Right. Her human form is her disguise. But I don't need all of this right now. Her human form is her disguise. So, she's the big bad for sure in the first game or in the first part of the story. Till we elevate, and then she come back again. She's gonna play the other lady's part, the Reaper's part. Until she come back in the third. The Reaper plays in this story in the first part, the first act. There's 3 acts so far. Trilogy. I want to think trilogy. Everything needs a definite end, even though I'm gonna leave it open end to be able to be picked up. So Lady Mystery, she's a fighter. When we introduce her, she's a fighter. The Reaper is going to be her main rival. She just wants to be the best. The Reaper has a vendetta. She wants to fight the top of the top, the Enforcer, on the grounds that the Enforcer is responsible for the death of Driller the Killer. Because Driller the Killer in the movie No Babs, C cast here, he gets in a rap beef with Lil Traptastic, and in back of their on wax battle, he disses the Brood. The boss lady took that as disrespect. You don't diss the Brood. You think you about that life. But in comparison to the Brood, you ain't nothing but an ant. So, and that's just because they known as the toughest of the toughest. He on some shit like, you know, fuck that little traptastic dude. I'm so hard, I'll run around screaming, fuck the Brood. I'm in the mood. Anybody can get sprayed. I don't care what clique you from. You get laid down every day. On some shit like that. The fuck he just say? It's just music, boss. Let it go. Nah, he thought he was a real nigga. I'ma show him a real nigga. Go handle that. No problem, boss. Oh shit! It's the Enforcer. Everybody get down! But the Enforcer about that business. She not just here to fucking spray up the block. She coming in on some John Wick shit. Everybody else just stayed alive because she only had one target. Everybody else got to live because this is her only target. She just not here to spray some shit. She ain't here to kick in doors, kill the whole facility if she want. Stepping up, trying to defeat the Enforcer, she got embarrassed. And she took it personal. So now she's on a personal vendetta to fight the Enforcer, who just happened to be the #1 underground fight club champ, the undisputed champ. She just hardcore with the shits. She enjoy fighting, but it's not personal for her. That's why the Enforcer is on her list. You know, I want to say canonically, I'm going to have the Enforcer beat Lady Mystery. Canonically at the end of her first story arc, her first video game. She technically loses. She beats The Reaper. Because they both battling to fight number one. But when she goes against the Enforcer, even though she give her a run for her money, she loses after the Enforcer reveals her true self. Like, I've been holding back in good Dragon Ball Z Frieza form. You want me not holding back anymore? She turns into her alien form, defeating Lady Mystery. Now, in the second game, in the beginning, she defeats the Enforcer. But she defeats the Enforcer on some, like, I don't got time for this right now. So she kind of took an L for Boss Lady. Boss Lady ordered her to throw the fight for the money. So she throws the fight and kind of lays low, creating a new boss for that. And then in the beginning of the third, the Enforcer comes back, you know, because this is our reigning champ. The guy that she beat, or girl, depending on how I feel, that she beat to become the champ is thoroughly thrown to the side by the Enforcer. Skeet! Yeah! Throw that motherfucker to the side. No problem. Coming for the top, bitch. Yeah. Stand in line. Again, she has to whoop the lion's ass. They both in there whooping the lion's ass to get to the final bracket. Of course, she's still in there to get to the final bracket. You know what I mean? I'm thinking of using my D-Generation Next guy. I could use my D-Generation Next guy as the boss for the number 2. The one that throws off the Enforcer. I take a dive. Do I gotta? I really want to punch him in the face. Take a dive after you punch him in the face then. Can I punch him in the face really hard? As hard as you like. Just don't kill him. He needs to win. Fine. And she takes a dive. Again, making her sequel battle against the guy and not the Enforcer. So the Enforcer comes back, you know? Like, fuck you doing here? You couldn't even beat what's his face. You think you can challenge me? You mean this motherfucker? No, matter of fact, she gonna take that motherfucker and throw him into the office. Kabloom! Throw him through the door. Consider this my invitation to the next tournament. Well, not her. She throw him into Lady Mystery office. Consider this my invitation to the next tournament. See you in the final brackets, bitch. And walk off. Like, fuck! You know how hard I had to fight to whoop his ass? Then it comes out through exposition. She threw the fight. You not ready for me, bitch. Boss lady's boss lady. She give orders to the brood. She got Driller the Killer hit in good old John Wick fashion. Now, I want you to send a message. Kill Driller the Killer. Leave everybody else to tell the tale. They can rap about that shit. Nah, she going there by herself on some John Wick shit. She don't need nobody else. Because she's her. She is the tank. She is the Brood's Juggernaut. She is the Brood's Sabretooth. Like, who you gonna have fight Wolverine to a standstill? The Juggernaut, the Sabretooth? She is those niggas. She them. She her. You know? She'll have Foxhound and Brains or Sly Fox work as her bodyguard. Oh shit! It's the Enforcer. I ain't worried about that bitch. I put that bitch in the body bag. First one to run up, get done up. Hit her with a three-piece spicy. Blah, 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 boom! Bitch hit the ground and ain't never get back up. No, I should have shoot first. Shot first. So I was trying to let that bitch up. She get the bobbing and weaving bullets. Top of them. You ever seen a bitch hit a nigga with another nigga? Never seen a bitch hit a bitch with another nigga? You bloom. Hit Gunsmoke. Oh, pick that nigga up. Hit Gunsmoke with him. And bloom. Be like, oh shit. No. They in the hood. They in the projects. They took over the projects. Well, after they got famous, they bought out the projects and converted it. They bought out a section and converted it to personal homes. And they set those families up. But that's why they all live in close vicinity like that. Because technically, these niggas took over the hood. All this shit got lured from where the fuck motherfuckers live. Ripped through the compound. And remember, this nigga's in the back of the compound. Gotta go through these motherfuckers and the bodyguards and, niggas in the gangway shooting dice. She came through. John Wick shit. I send a message. Leave everybody else alive. Like, everybody? Fine, just leave Drill Unit alive. Just call it a gang war. She come through. Oh shit! First, right? She gonna come through in a car that, with machine guns on it. Spray that bitch up. Like what? See, motherfuckers, look out! Get rid of it because I want I want it to look like it's a lot of motherfuckers. Drop a few. Like, oh shit! It's the enforcer. She step out. You know the drill. Talk too fucking much. I got this bitch. She don't know who she fucking with. Run up. You know, nothing special. Just get her 3 beef spicy. Right, left. Oh, son. Leave that bitch laying on the ground. Knew I should have shot first. Start letting off the fucking chopper. Ah, like he's Scarface. You know, she brush off a few. She duck and dodge a few. Before you know it, she on top of a motherfucker. Break her arm. You know, grab that nigga by his arm. Pick him up with his leg. Hold him by his arm and his leg. Toss his ass. With enough force. Right into gun smoke. Gun smoke fly through a building. Wow! You know, that's how much force she hit him with. Using another nigga. Hit a bitch with a nigga. Wow! Gun smoke fly through the wall. Bloom, incapacitated. 1, 2, 3, out. She tossed his ass to the curb. You know? Hardcore management. Driller the killer in the same room. She take on them. You know, first, she take out the henchman. She come out, we gonna have her get up close and personal with a blade. She take out the henchman. Like, oh shit, everybody, she paused, everybody fall. Blood splatter everywhere. Blood. You know? Hardcore management step up. Take off his shirt. Get ready. Rumble. We'll have the fight last enough to be like hardcore management. Ain't no pushover. Have her break her arm. Break a leg or two. You know, break her arm. Shooting him in the leg. Shoot him in the other arm. You know, hold the gun up to his head and pull the trigger. Flash. But she shoot the side. I want you to witness this. Ain't even know, you know, it's gonna be so gruesome and so horrible that we just walk to her, you know, go to her, closing the door. No, I don't know. You got to find something cool, maybe a cool way, right? But all of this is going to be kind of flashback and the No Bap story. This comes towards the end, while Old Man Tails is telling the story. You know, at the end, while we doing the pan out and him going over the, like, kind of like the eulogy. Like, here, you know, No Bap and Lil Traptastic. While he's telling that and we going through flashbacks or flashes of them opening up their own label and stuff, we going to see. Like, I want to do it kind of Polaroid. I got the vision on how I want it. So, Old Man Tails, we'll be going through the wrap up, the summary. And he'll be telling the good stuff that happened for No Bap and Lil Traptastic and Bromance and her friend. And while we do like snapshots, Polaroids that we'll put up in the corners No Bap and Lil Trap Tastic. We see a picture of them together, all coupled up. They got together, and while all that's going, we got the video of the enforcer running up into the compound, going after Driller the Killer. Because then he'd be like, Driller the Killer just living the lifestyle that they live in Drill Unit. They would call with tragedy as Driller the Killer was murdered. Because it's the lifestyle. They drill artists. They about that life. That's why most drill artists go to jail or get killed. It's the difference between gangster music and drill music. As a cautionary tale. Because that's in a different movie. But in the lore, that happens. And Lady Mystery's lore, kind of making it canon. You know what I mean? You're like, so is it not real or is it real? Yes. Making it real in her canon. Like, is it not real or is it real? Yes. Because we could make it hold weight in the video game world. But in the entertainment world, like, No Baps is technically entertainment. It's a movie I'm creating. I might actually create that. I have to get pictures of them. I could start creating the world. I got a little bit left. Fuck.
Oh, walks.
Because it's canon. Lady Mystery is the one that's going to end up defeating the enforcer. Now, I have a way, like, this shit here that I'm creating is something I never seen done and I never seen happen. And I have a lot more to go along with what's going on. Motherfuckers don't understand. This shit has been thoroughly thought out. To be like, oh, minute details. Like, we could change a few details here and there. But the overall structure of everything, the blueprint of everything is set in stone. I could use this blueprint and apply a bunch of different aspects to it. And like, come on, let's all make some money. For example, Disney has a blueprint. Pixar has a blueprint. These Marvel movies have a blueprint. Everything have a blueprint in which they follow to be like, this is going to be a success. I have the blueprint. No bad. So I really got to start getting ready to get out of here. I got to go to work. I got to make money. I don't get paid for this shit. I should get paid for this shit, but I don't get paid for this shit.
Queenba Reginille.
I could do an intro. I'll need no BAP. I'll possibly do an intro. This is basically where No Bap ends her story. And that is where she begins. No, this is where she begins. Look into the fucking camera. I don't got time for that.
Oh.
I need No Bap. Give me her friend. No, that's Little Mismanagement. I think that's her ending. Is that her ending? No, this is her ending. This is where she ends. That. I guess it is this one. That one or this one? That's her active gear. That's her I'll beat a bitch ass gear.
Ah.
This one. This is where she starts. Did I take pictures of Little Traptastic? Let me get a full 360. Is this the outfit I had you start in? I think it is. There's people that talk about I'm Nene. I'm Nene Meeks. I think I need her at the moment. This is where she starts. Whoops. This is where she ends. I probably should switch the hairstyles, to be honest. But yeah. Okay, I got to get out of here. So that's the story. The story of No Babs is basically a Cinderella story. She ends up going on a. She wins tickets to go to a tour, on tour with Lil Traptastic, and it goes into environment, nature versus nurture. She's good by nature, but the environment that nurtured her, you know, like this is the result of what you get from the environment she's currently in. You put her in a better environment, you know, it's kind of more so just as chill. You know, this is what you get. Sometimes we are a product of our environment. Nature versus nurture. By nature, she's a good person. Little Mismanagement, nature versus nurture. Her nature and management by her nature is a blood sucking leech. But the way she was nurtured in her environment, you know, this is what you see. And Lil Traptastic is that pendulum, nature versus nurture. Because when we first meet Lil Traptastic, even though he's in his rapper gear or whatever, he's more so just that type. We can put him down here. A pretty boy, a little flashy.
Ooh.
You know, by nature, he's charismatic. You know, but they nurtured him to be the rapper. Right? Trying to mold him to be this rapper. And when you're in the proper environment, you know, you look like non-proper environment that's trying to mold him. Don't worry about the contract. I'll look over your contract. You know, just do what the record label says. Don't worry about none of that shit. I got it. Versus the proper nurture, you know, or proper nature. Look, you ain't nobody lab rat. How you know you're not getting fucked over on your contract? Have you even looked at your contract? How much are you making? You know? Things like that, like, that beef with Drill Unit, should you really be beefing with Drill Unit? You're a studio rapper. You not that. You know, don't get into something that's not you. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck that shit. That beef with Drill Unit, that's gonna put the food on the table. That's gonna put you in the mansion. You know, nature versus nurture.
Oh.
So that's the movie of No Back. I got hers. No. I needed her picture. Yeah, currently this will be his rap outfit. Let's exit that. Damn. I really don't got the time. I gotta go now. I gotta go wash my ass and stuff like that. I got the pictures I need to start getting the storyboards together and stuff like that. Say I'm not playing. Maybe I could sell it to somebody, shop it to somebody. Do what I got to do. GG, good game, Gap Games, gapgames.com.